almost there. Hey folks, welcome to Pow-wow Stream. Yeah. With me today is H8 Camel.
We've been doing this long enough we decided to stop numbering, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of numbering because then I gotta go back. I'm like, am I on 72 or 73? Am I doing this?
All right, you heard it here, folks. Johnny can't count past 73, so
I can't spell good. So yeah,
I don't read too good.
one of them number type things.
I was thinking Shawshank. Was it Tommy?
Tommy,
I
yeah,
I don't read so good. Well, huh?
we'll get to that. So yeah.
Oh, Terry's in chat. Hey, Richo. Hey, Becca. Hey, Shio. So today, there's no real plan here, guys. Just kind of hanging out, bullshitting, talking movies and the like. Uh, we didn't really have any idea what to talk about, and I was like, Monkey was talking about movies the other night. Let's just,
Piggyback.
steal that.
Like we get most of our stories from MSS News.
Well, I mean, hey,
Allegedly.
we did manage to find Indians with a Z.com all by ourselves, so there's some originality here.
That is very true. Which now, due to my calling out of Timmy, they now follow me.
Timmy.
So yeah, I definitely gotta get a sound clip of that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, we'd only ever have to use it like when we're reading one of his dumbass articles. So,
Well, they're the only ones that we've really had to ever go into. I mean, it doesn't help.
Australia beat India in the cricket yesterday. Does that count? Count for what? We're casino Indians, not 7-Eleven, dude. Remember?
Yes.
And cricket to us is just retarded baseball.
Yeah, we're not the Burpity Indians. God, that's 2 in a row. That's two
Wait,
days.
there-
2 days in a row. I've done racist shit.
Wait. There was a Thanksgiving 3? I didn't even know there's a Thanksgiving 2, Johnny.
I did not either.
See, Terry, I'm definitely not Jack, okay? Jack would have known about that. Oh, there wasn't a 2. So they went straight to 3? That's
And
different. I'll give them that.
Apparently in 2012. The tagline is "Gobble gobble, motherfucker." I almost feel like I have to watch this now.
I mean, just for the tagline alone, yeah, they've piqued my interest.
Warning: boobs in the first second.
Oh, I'm definitely going to watch this now.
Okay.
Yes, Gio. Thanks to Jack, I was aware of Thanksgiving. He has extolled the virtues of that one. More than a few streams. That is hilarious. Though they went straight from Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving 3 just to fuck with people.
I wonder if there's like 2 movies in one.
No idea. All I know is that I have to bite my tongue and not talk about the Mandalorian. I'll give it at least a week, and that way anybody who wants to watch it. Oh my God, they have the trailer for Walker Texas Ranger, or for Walker, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ugh.
Can you play that? Would that ding us on the stream or?
It might.
Okay, never mind then. Because I have not watched this yet, and the chat would get my unfiltered first impression.
I mean, we can watch it off the line. Like, we can't show it, but we can probably listen to it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. So don't talk to me, Johnny. I'm listening.
Okay.
31 seconds.
All right. So while he's doing that, yeah. Can I just say that before we get into anything else, I can no longer stand Dr. Fauci. He can take a long walk off the short cliff, all that fun stuff. I just don't care anymore.
So okay. Are they trying to turn Walker into Briggs from Lethal Weapon, or like I don't understand.
What is that? Like, you're
Like
rich?
he's got a dead family, like a dead wife and kids. Like I can't tell if they're going like Lethal Weapon or like full on Frank Castle or what. Like they show him, like he introduces himself, full name Cordell Walker, Texas Ranger. You see him driving around in like a police car, like on a closed track, doing like a defensive or offensive driving practice. There's some horseback riding. There's no kicking anybody in the face, so I'm having trouble with that.
Are they even punching anything?
I did not see any fisticuffs either. And the whole 30 seconds was like pretty much talking about him being uh, a Texas Ranger having a dead wife, and people like, oh, you got to let it go.
So is he supposed to be Walker, or is he supposed to be like a different character?
He's Cordell Walker, according to that trailer I just watched. This is a reboot.
Okay. I am. Ugh. I find myself not liking where this is going. Like, oh, it's a CW thing. That's why.
Yeah, it's CW. I mean, I might check it out just to give Jared Padalecki a chance. I spent 15 years watching him on Supernatural, so I'll give him a couple episodes of this.
Looks like his wife is gonna be playing the widow. It looks like.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Cordell Stewart.
Yeah, that was Cordell Stewart. The triple threat.
He played for Colorado in college before getting drafted in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, yes. Thank you, Shio. Yeah, I might give it an episode or two to see how they try and redo this. I'm sure it's going to be a dumpster fire,
You are slightly roboting.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
And of course, that is not roboted.
Of course.
Let's see.
I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's the headset. Maybe I've been screaming into it too long, starting to fry it. But no, man. I've not sat down and watched any movies lately. Um, it's all been like TV shows for probably the past year or so.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into different shows, but they all just seem boring anymore.
I mean, it's getting to the point where I'm just going back and watching older stuff that I've already watched. It's like I know I like this, so you know,
Uh, no, my cough is still here. It is,
just suppressed at the moment.
yeah. I'm feeling a lot better today than I have been.
Do you want to tell them about your phone call though?
Yes. So I went in to get my cough checked out. They I went in with the symptoms that I had. I had gotten COVID tested on Wednesday, and so they're like, "Oh yeah, it'll be 4 to 7 days. We'll call you with the results." And so I make all the preparations. I have to call my both jobs. I'm quarantined from work until I get the results. Um, I went in because the cough it's been going on for about 2 or 3 months, and there is something going on in the neighborhood.
They really want you to maintain that quarantine, Johnny. Shit.
Clearly, they want to keep me in here. Um, so I go in. I tell the lady my results, and she's like, "Okay, it sounds like your dude, there it is. Sounds like your asthma is because I haven't had an inhaler since high school, and you know I'm probably at that age where if I do anything, I can barely breathe. So she's like, "Well, it sounds like you got there's lung buildup or there's fluid buildup, and like the hairs that are supposed to be in your lungs that carry the oxygen, they're supposed to be getting rid of that stuff also, but they're inflamed, so they're not getting rid of the cough." She's like, either that or with all the symptoms you have, it sounds like you could possibly have COVID. So I figured, I've had the cough forever, so I don't got the Rona. And they're like, okay, well, we're gonna have you quarantined. So I call my work, well, both jobs. I got my time off for there, and today after I set up my monitor, which I didn't break this time, hooray for me. I didn't sit on it. So I get the monitor set up. I go to the bathroom and my phone rings. And when I get out of there, I get to the phone and it just says restricted. So I'm like, I'm not gonna answer that. And then come to find out they left a message. So I'm like, okay, well, let's check this. It's like, oh yeah, we're at the clinic. We have your results. Go ahead and give us a call on Monday for the results. And I sat there and I'm like, I kind of need these results now, not 2 days from now. So yeah, it is. I gotta wait another 2 days, plus the 2 days that I already have.
Oh, so OU won another Big 12 championship. Whoop-dee shit.
So yeah, now I need to get a hard copy of the results, which is, fingers crossed on that.
Well, I mean, the good news is you'll know the results before you even open the envelope, man, just by the way that they hand it to you.
Yeah,
Do they have one of those like 6 foot grabbers that the old people and the fat people use to reach stuff?
No, they have the guy that just runs by with a box. He just throws it, rings the doorbell, hauls ass out. Hey, Sora.
Oh, hey, Sora, how's it going?
But yeah, it's ridiculous.
But yeah, since we're talking about entertainment and such, what was the last movie you remember like sitting down and watching? Like actual movie, not a TV show or anything like that.
Movie.
Yeah.
Voluntarily, probably. What is it? Ghost Protocol. Yeah, the last Mission Impossible movie.
I watched the first Mission Impossible movie. I didn't watch any of the other ones after that.
I watched 1, 2. They lost me at 3, and then 3 movies later, I picked that one up. Otherwise, the last movie was Frozen 2.
I'm trying to think like the last movie I sat down and watched. I think maybe The Irishman. It's been a while, dude. And that movie sucked. Can we just be honest? That was 3 hours of my life I'll never get back to watch a de-aged Robert De Niro try and be a badass again, and it just didn't work at all. I mean, I like Scorsese movies, okay, but that one just sucked. Oh, Rachel watched Friday After Next last night. That counts as my Xmas movie of the year, right? Well, I mean, I suppose, but
it would count.
I mean, if I was going to only pick one Christmas movie, it wouldn't be that one. I mean, that for me, that'd be a toss up between like Home Alone and Die Hard. If I had to pick one. What about you, John? If you had to pick one Christmas movie,
One Christmas movie, it'd be Die Hard. No ifs, ands, or buts. Who the fuck is Louis Tomlinson?
Louis Tomlinson?
Apparently, they are an album of the year nominee or whatever.
Well, dude, if I haven't watched a movie in a year, when do you think the last time is I listened to like contemporary music?
Oh, those things are bullshit. I never follow that shit.
Scrooged is a good one, Terry. I can't deny that one.
Yeah. Scrooged is another good one.
I grew up with Home Alone, so like I was always like, man, if only I could get my family to leave me alone on Christmas, have the house all to myself, that'd be awesome.
I saw a meme going around that they should do a movie where an adult Kevin sets up a house to defend against the purge.
At Christmas time?
Yeah, or during the purge, whenever that is.
No, no, no. Like the purge, like have the purge during Christmas, and 40-year-old Kevin McAllister is just like, I've been training for this my whole life.
About time.
Oh man, Macaulay Culkin's 40, dude.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, good on him. He made it to 40. I figured he'd probably be dead by now.
Well, hell, that him and one of the Corys.
Uh, Honestly, if in my Deadpool I had Feldman over Haim,
Oh
so I'm a
yeah,
little disappointed in that one.
I am shocked. That is a Deadpool upset.
I mean, as soon as he started doing the whole Michael Jackson thing, I was like, yeah, he ain't gonna last long. You know, I never really checked out Blackadder.
I found it on Hulu and put it on my watch list, and I have not watched it.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing with like me and Netflix. I've got movies and stuff on the list to watch. It's just like can never seem to agree with the girlfriend. Like, you want to watch this? I don't know. Like, all right, I'm going back to the computer room. It seems like the only two things she can't really make a whole lot of decisions about is like, where do we want to eat? What do we want to watch?
See what you want, what you do. Also, I saw this on a meme. What do you want to eat? Why don't you pick? And then how about this? Okay, yeah, that's where we were going in the first place. Yay! Let's see. What I watched. I keep on going back to this movie, and I don't remember. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it, but it's the first movie, and I was like 6. I remember bawling like a freaking newborn. Um, yeah, I don't remember what the movie was called, but I just remember there was a dinosaur called Baby. And I think it was called Baby. I think the movie was called Baby.
Okay.
And they went this entire movie like studying these dinosaurs that they just found, and they later came back and like there were hunters had like slaughtered all these dinosaurs, and there's the one and I'm just like, oh my god, and I was like hysterically bawling.
That sounds awful.
It is what's a 6-year-old to do?
Well, when I was 6, I was watching like John Claude Van Damme movies, so I think we had different tastes there, Johnny.
Well, it's not like I had much of a I didn't have much options of anything to watch. It was mostly just my sister parking me in front of the TV and there you go. Oh, great. Yeah, we are.
We want movies, not TV shows. Let's see, top rated movies on IMDb. Johnny, do you know what number one is on the top rated showing of the 250 top titles? Without looking, can you guess?
Upcoming or
No, no,
out
no,
now
no. These are movies that have been out. These are their top rated movies
of all time? Are we doing all
all
time?
time.
All time. Let's see. I wouldn't say it's The Godfather.
You'd be close, but no, it's not.
Hmm. Birdemic. Like, nice.
Actually, Shio got it. It's Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of neat since we'd already
Yeah, we did.
already referenced it.
We did the quote in the beginning. Yeah.
And then Richo says Schindler's List, that actually came in at number 6. Shawshank has a 9.2 IMDb rating, followed by The Godfather with a 9.1. The Godfather Part 2, 9.0.
I could probably watch Shawshank.
Okay, now this is where I have a problem here. As I enjoyed this movie, I did, but there's no way, The Dark Knight is tied with The Godfather as a 9.
No.
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 Like the only really good thing about that movie was Heath Ledger as the Joker. Number 5, 12 Angry Men with an 8.9.
The old one or the new one?
The old one, 1957.
Okay.
That
was a really good one.
Wait, who all was in that one again? That's
Jack Klugman, Henry Fonda,
Jack Warden, Edward Binns, E.G. Marshall, Lee J. Cobb, John Fielder? Fedler? I don't know. Ed Begley, Robert Webber, George Voskovec, and Martin Balsam. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, number 6 was Schindler's List, also an 8.9. Number 7, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, 8.9.
That was boring.
I didn't watch any of The Lord of the Rings. It never appealed to me at all. Number 8, Pulp Fiction, 8.8.
I watched it
I really
once.
liked it when I was younger.
And I watched it once when I was in high school, and then that was it. Like, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, I can still quote that movie. It's still very quotable. But yeah, I've seen enough times now that I don't want to watch it anymore. Number 9, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Number 10, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Number 11, Fight Club. Number 12, Forrest Gump. That's all the 8.8s there.
All right. Yeah, we're kind of reaching on this one.
Well, no, I mean, like I've seen a good few of these. I mean, take aside, I've not seen 12 Angry Men. Like, I know the plot. I think I may have seen like the newer one.
It is the old one is really good.
Wait, did the remake, did that have like? Why do I want to say it had like George C. Scott in it?
Guess it probably did.
Well, I don't know when they did the remake. Is my thing.
1997, George C. Scott and Jack Lemmon.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay. Okay, so I have seen it. I just saw the one from 40 years later.
Courtney B. Vance as the foreman.
D.A. Carver from Law and Order.
Tony Danza.
Okay, I did not remember Tony Danza being in that.
Edward James Olmos. And William Peterson.
Oh, wow. Number 13, Inception. I mean, it was an alright movie. It had really, really great special effects, but
People like that movie way more than it was good.
The only thing I really recall about Inception that I thought was interesting, it didn't even have anything to do with the movie. That was I was playing with was it Rainbow Six, uh, Las Vegas 2, and they had the Inception movie posters in the game, like they had in-game advertising for it.
Hey, Shio.
Hi.
Hey, Shio, how's it going?
How's the audio?
Sounding all right to me.
Good. Good. Good.
Number 14, Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Wow, they're really riding Peter Jackson's dick on this one, aren't they?
Yeah.
They were monumental movies, don't you know?
Number 15 is Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Solid movie.
Number 16, The Matrix.
Funny, not the second and third one. Imagine that.
Number 17 was Goodfellas.
Eh.
There's better mafia movies.
Yeah, that's like... no, wait, that is the first Scorsese one in here, isn't it?
Pulp Fiction.
No, that was Tarantino.
Ah, shit, yeah.
Number 18, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Number 19 is Seven Samurai. I'd never seen that one. That's from 1954.
There was better ones. There are better Kurosawa movies. But yeah, it's still really good.
Number 20 is Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. I like that movie okay, but I don't know if I'd put it in the top 20 greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never even heard of this one. Life is Beautiful from 1997.
Oh, shit. It's a Italian Holocaust movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, I started reading it. It's like when an open-minded Jewish librarian and his son becomes victims of the Holocaust, he uses a perfect mix of will, humor, and imagination to protect his son from the dangers around their camp. I'm going to go ahead and pass.
Nope.
Number 22. I've heard of this one, never watched it. It's City of God from 2002.
It's 7 in. Is that the God? What's his face?
This is
Rob.
No, this is a Brazilian film.
Oh, never mind then.
In the slums of Rio, two kids' paths diverge as one struggles to become a photographer and the other a kingpin.
And I'm surprised we haven't gotten to Silence of the Lambs yet.
That's number 23. Are you reading this?
No. I mean, admittedly, that movie got some backlash due to the Wild Bill depiction.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought it was a decent movie.
I mean, I would so love to meet Ted Levine just because of that movie alone. I mean, and of course, you know, like Monk and everything else, but like, dude, like, you are the cinema serial killer that everyone references. How crazy is that? Like, did you know that going in?
Yeah.
Have him sign a photo, Goodbye Horses.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If he's ever going to be at a comic book convention, that is going to be question number 1. How does it feel to be prolific?
And how did you tuck so good?
Well, he's young. Yeah, you can pull that thing till kingdom come.
Probably did, like most of us.
So, what I think's hilarious is you got Silence of the Lambs at 23, and then It's a Wonderful Life at 24. Can you imagine going through and watching these movies in order?
Oh man!
And then we got Star Wars: A New Hope, number 25. Saving Private Ryan. It's number 26.
Impactful.
Interesting. One of the best movie intros.
Spirited Away, 2001. This I'm guessing Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the Who's It's groups.
I can't think of the name.
Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miyazaki. I don't know how to pronounce the first name, so I'm not even going to try. Number 28, The Green Mile.
Solid movie. Great actors. Kind of overrated, but
I haven't seen it.
I'm sorry.
I would suggest going ahead and watching it. It's another Stephen King adaptation. It's kind of like Shawshank, but not quite.
With more like I don't want to say religious overtones, but like supernatural.
Well, it's also set earlier in time than Shawshank. I think Shawshank was what, the 50s?
Yeah, 40s, 50s. Because I think it starts in the Depression era, and then the rockabilly in the 50s is definitely in that era.
Okay, so yeah, probably I don't know, probably set like a decade or two before Shawshank. So it's going to be in like the 20s, 30s.
According to Wikipedia, Shawshank starts in 47.
Oh, so my grandmother was born. Let's see, number 29, Interstellar. I hated that movie.
Never saw it.
Overrated.
It was one of those space movies that it will make you nauseous if you got even the slightest little bit of motion sickness or anything like that.
Now, is that the McConaughey one?
Yeah, that's the Christopher Nolan movie with McConaughey in it.
Okay.
And Matt Damon. Number 30, Parasite.
Never saw it.
Got nothing.
It's the new.
That's
the new
the
one, right?
Korean movie. It's from last year.
Sure.
Number 31, Leon, the Professional.
Pedo the movie.
No, he wasn't a pedo. That kid was trying to make him a pedo.
Or I guess Hard Candy, the prerequisite.
Number 32, The Usual Suspects. That was a decent enough movie, but that's one of those ones you can only really watch it once.
Mm-hmm. Love the lineup scene.
Yeah.
Which I guess was apparently mostly improv.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah. I mean, they had a really good cast put together for that. You know, Kevin Pollak and Gabriel Byrne and Stephen Baldwin. My favorite of the Baldwins.
Benicio.
Oh, Benicio, yeah, definitely. Let's see, number 33, Harakiri from 1962.
No.
Yeah, I never saw it. The Lion King comes in at number 34.
Okay, first animated. I'd have put Toy Story over it, but
I don't know, man. You know, you got James Earl Jones.
it's just a ripoff of Shakespeare. That and that other.
Isn't everything just about a ripoff of Shakespeare these days?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But also, wasn't it a ripoff of that other animated movie?
You had to be a little bit more specific, dude.
My memory's shit. I'll have to look it up.
Number 35, The Pianist. I don't know about the rest of you in chat, but I don't really watch a whole lot of Polanski films. I think the only one I can recall watching in its entirety is The Ninth Gate.
I've never seen it.
And Teddy's got it right, man. Everything's a ripoff of something else these days.
Kimba the White Lion.
Nah, man, it's totally different. It was Simba, and he was brown.
Racist.
Back to the Future comes in at number 36.
Okay. 80s comedy.
Number 37, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Can we all agree that T2 was the best Terminator movie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? All right. Good. Moving on.
No, it's obviously the most recent one.
American History X at number 38.
Okay.
That was all right.
Let's see, number 39, Modern Times from 1936. Who the fuck is watching that, honestly?
There's nothing modern about that movie anymore.
Well, I think it's a Charlie Chaplin flick is what I'm thinking here.
Okay.
Yep, Charlie Chaplin.
His last silent film.
Number 40, Psycho. Psycho only comes in at 40? You've got a Charlie Chaplin movie above Psycho? Really?
Is that the original or?
Yeah, 1960.
Okay.
That's the Hitchcock version. Gladiator comes in at number 41. Now, that one, there was a lot of improv in that bullshit. That was a very thin script.
And yeah, didn't like half the staff die in that one?
In Gladiator?
Yeah, like the guy who owned the gladiators, he died midway through filming.
Oh.
There was
okay.
another guy. I think he died also, but I think he was just an extra.
And that's a very good point, Richo. But these are not like these people aren't ranking these as like this movie is better than that movie. This is an aggregate of people rating like these movies based out of like 1 to 10, and
Right.
that's why these are so high up here. Because I wouldn't put American History X above like Psycho. Let's see, number 42, City Lights from 1931. What the hell is this about? With the aid of a wealthy, erratic tippler. What the fuck's a tippler? Oh, it's another Chaplin movie. God damn it.
Oliver Reed, that was the guy's name. He died.
A dewy-eyed tramp who has fallen in love with a sightless flower girl accumulates money to be able to help her medically.
For what it's worth, a tippler is an Indian. Or, as dictionary.com says, a habitual drinker of alcohol. Ah.
Number 43, The Departed. So we got another Scorsese. That one was All right, let me put it this way. I fell asleep watching it the first time I ever watched it, and I was actually looking forward to watching it. So that's got to tell you something. Number 44, The Intouchables from 2011. This is a foreign film, I'm betting you.
The Intouchables?
Intouchables, yep. It's French. That's why.
I was gonna say that sounds like a dirty movie.
Let's see. After he becomes a quadriplegic from a paragliding accident, an aristocrat hires a young man from the project to be his caregiver. Wait, didn't they? Oh, I think they remade this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't they remake
Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. See, everything's a ripoff of something else. Teddy was right. Number 45, Whiplash, 2014. That's the jazz drummer movie with Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons. That was a decent enough movie. I liked it, but
ringing no bells.
I remember seeing clips of it.
Miles Teller, he gets accepted into this music program to play jazz music at this conservatory or whatever, and he's a drummer. And J.K. Simmons is the overbearing music director or whatever. Like he's an abusive asshole to everyone in his group. So
The Upside.
number 46, The Prestige. That's another. God damn, there's a bunch of Nolan movies in this one.
I called that one before. Yeah.
There are a ton of Nolan movies in here. No. The Prestige is all right, but no, it wasn't that good. Grave of the Fireflies, 1988. Never heard of it.
That was depressing.
Oh, okay. It's another
Yeah, it's an apocalypse.
another Japanistan animation one.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in the West, 1968. Let's see. Henry Fonda, Charles Bronson, Claudia Cardinale. Huh? Maybe give that one a check. Casablanca, 1942, is at number 49. All right, number 50. I'm just going to go ahead and say this before I even tell you the name. Fuck you, IMDb. Hamilton.
Oh, fuck that.
Who wrote this thing?
This is an aggregate list, man. These are all based off of people rating these movies individually on IMDb.
Okay, so get an IMDb account and downvote this to like 1. This is a 1-star movie.
Number 51 is Cinema Paradiso from 1988. This
Never heard of it.
It's Italian. A writer, director, screenplays all by Giuseppe Tornatore.
Paradiso?
Yeah, Cinema Paradiso.
Giuseppe.
Nothing.
I definitely say it was Italian.
Number 52. Hey, we got another Hitchcock. Rear Window from 1954.
Not bad.
I don't think you're going to find Street Fighter on this list, Harry. Just letting you know ahead of time.
Mortal Kombat?
They made it. They remade it with Superman.
Let's see. Number 53. Alien. The original. Okay. See, I have serious questions about the taste of some of these people on IMDb. You're putting Hamilton above Alien.
Well,
Number 50. Another movie from 1979 comes in at 54. We got Apocalypse Now.
So much better than Hamilton.
So much better than Hamilton.
So this list has now become how much better is this movie than Hamilton?
This has become the everything's better than Hamilton and Christopher Nolan is overrated stream. Because number 55 is Memento. All right, now I gotta go. We've done 55 movies. Let's see, that's 1, 2.
Memento was garbage.
I'm looking at the list, and there are so many that are better than Hamilton that get shat on.
4. 5 movies. 5 Nolan movies. The top 55. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it just keeps getting worse. Let's see.
60?
The Great Dictator. It comes in at number 40. That's another Chaplin. So that's 3 Chaplin movies so far. Raiders of the Lost Ark comes in at 57. Django Unchained is number 58. What kind of sadistic torture porn watching motherfuckers are you people?
Mel Gibson's in this list.
That 2 Tarantino movies, and this is the second one that they picked. Really? I would have put Reservoir Dogs over this in a heartbeat. I'd have put Jackie Brown over this in a heartbeat. Like the only Tarantino movie I've seen so far that is worse than Django was Hateful Eight. I didn't even bother watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet.
I haven't watched that, and I never watched the Hateful Eight.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, thank you, Terry. That's a good one. I would probably say Reservoir Dogs is my favorite Tarantino movie as well. Did you ever see the one that he kind of got the inspiration for Pulp Fiction from? It's called Four Rooms.
I remember that one.
On a blank.
Tim Roth.
Tim Roth is the bellboy at this hotel. What was it going to be, closing down, or was it just like the holidays, or what?
I don't quite remember. I think it was one of his last days there.
Oh, one of his last days there. Okay, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but like, it's the same editing method they used for Pulp Fiction. They're telling it out of
New Year's Eve.
Oh, it's New Year's Eve. Okay. They're telling like these different stories, kind of out of order. It's in the title, Four Rooms. So he's a bellboy going to these 4 different rooms in this hotel he's working at, and just the crazy shit that the guests are putting him through. Number 59 is The Lives of Others. Never heard of this. From 2006. It's German, that's why. Never mind. Last year's Joker comes in at number 60.
Good movie, not deserving of the list.
1957's Paths of Glory comes in at 61. Let's see, that's it's a Kubrick movie. Okay. Got Kurt Douglas, Ralph Meeker. Anybody else in here I recognize? No, not really. Number 62, Wall-E.
The first third of the movie is great, but after that, Walmart bad. Consumerism bad.
Now, somebody was asking earlier, I think it was Richo, about The Shining. That one came in at number 63. Avengers Infinity War, 64. Well, no, I mean, it was way better than Endgame, so, I mean... Number 65 is Sunset Boulevard from 1950. I think I've heard of it. I've never watched it. Who's in this? Billy Wilder directed. Charles Brackett and Billy Wilder writers. Stars William Holden, Gloria Swanson, Eric von Stroheim. A screenwriter develops a dangerous relationship with a faded film star determined to make a triumphant return. Oh. Guess they really took to heart, write what you know, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Number 66, Witness for the Prosecution. Dude, there's a bunch of these movies I've never seen.
Right.
This is from 1957. A veteran British barrister must defend his client in a murder trial that has surprise after surprise. This is another Billy Wilder movie. Oh, this is written by Agatha Christie.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh. Okay, wait. There's one before that. I'll hold my incredulity for a moment. Number 67.
Wait until you get to number 74. That's a trash heap.
Number 67 is Old Boy. So I definitely need to go about watching that one. I've heard enough people say that it's really good that I should sit down and watch it. And I'm not going to watch the... Did they actually make the one with Josh Brolin?
I don't think so.
Good, because I don't want to watch... I don't know what it is, but every time, like, American movie makers remake, like, Japanese or Korean or whatever else, it just sucks.
He's too busy being, what's his name's, nutsack chin.
Oh, Thanos. Well, here's one I number 68, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Fuck
Fun movie,
you.
not top 100.
That's not even a good Spider-Man movie.
Racist.
Well, I do have a race card, so I can get away with it, Chio.
Damn it. I need to get me one of those.
I mean, it was government issued, so, like, yeah, it's all official. Number 69, Princess... I can't even pronounce that.
Mononoke.
Okay. Okay, who are these Philistines that have Dr. Strangelove at number 70?
Or How You Learn to Stop Worrying and Love Their List.
And here we got another fucking Nolan movie, Dark Knight Rises. Really?
Second one,
Well, yeah, The Dark Knight was way up there, but this is like the 6th Nolan movie.
I'll give him credit for Bane, and I do love the backbreaking scene that essentially mimics the comic. However, the rest is forgettable.
I give Nolan credit with Batman for making it for adding more realism to it.
For getting away from Forever and Returns, or Forever and Robin. Sure.
Yeah. Now, I'm not a Tim Burton fan by any stretch, but at least with, Batman and Batman Returns, it had that surrealist kind of deal going on, and it worked for those because it was kind of comic booky.
And I think what's his name nailed the investigative Batman.
Oh, Michael Keaton, yeah. Yeah, he's one of my top of the list for Batmans. Best Batman movie had Adam West in it. Did he do a Batman movie? I mean, I remember him doing the TV show, but I didn't know that he did a movie.
There was, I think, one movie made for TV movie.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I'm forgetting it then. Number 72, Once Upon a Time in America.
Not Coming to America?
No. This is a De Niro movie. Sergio Leone directed it. Based on the novel The Hoods by Leonardo Benvenuti. Dude, they've got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on this list, Johnny.
And I have returned. What?
Yeah, you heard me. Into the Spider-Verse.
What, in the
Is in the top
200s?
100. No, in the top 100. We've only made it to the 70s while you were gone. Yeah, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is number 68, wedged in between Old Boy and Princess. What was it called, Shio?
Mononoke.
Okay.
Old Boy? Really? You've got to be shitting.
Yeah, it's right below Old Boy.
Old Boy should be nowhere on this list.
Really?
No.
You didn't like it?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, you're the first person I've heard of say that they didn't like Old Boy. I've never seen it, so I was actually like, well, this is on the list. I've heard enough people talking about it. I'll check it out. But I remember them like trying to do like a remake, like American style with Josh Brolin, and I'm just praying that never got made.
It did, and it's worse.
Did it? Oh.
Oh, yeah. It's about as bad as you would expect it to be.
Well, all I know is like I saw them like do like I realized Korea and Japan, two different places, but I saw American movies redoing like The Ring and The Grudge and all that shit. I was like, you guys should really just stop making or remaking Asian movies. This sucks.
Right. IP man.
Yeah.
Oh, is it actually IP? I've only seen it written. I've never actually heard anybody.
I think the not
I've
the trailer,
scrolled past it on Netflix. I've never actually sat down and watched it.
poster has 2 dots between the letters. I thought it was IP man.
Oh, okay. Number 73, Aliens, 1986.
Fun sequel.
Yeah. I mean, number 74 is Your Name from 2016.
So this one gets touted a lot on Reddit and whatnots.
You watch Reddit, sir.
Watch the trailer sometime. TLDR. A rural person and a city person switch genders and bodies, and they have to figure out their environments and their teenage angsty blah 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 blah. Tranny fanfic.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like you've
You
did a
wake
better
up.
job with the synopsis than they did because it's two strangers find themselves linked in a bizarre way. When a connection forms, will distance be the only thing to keep them apart? That does not sound anything like what you just described, sir. So I'm going to take your version over there.
I'm a girl, and now you're a city boy. What's a penis? Cock goes where?
Oh my God. Endgame made number 75. Philistines.
Okay.
Philistines. All these goddamn comic book movies. I like comic book movies, but let's not sit there and elevate them to
Yeah.
this level.
I equally appreciate what they did as far as tossing all of the movies together and having a huge culmination of 10 years of work. However, they're all essentially the same. Oh, hey, here's your reintroduction to the guys. Hey, look at all the cool shit they can do. Oh no, there's a big bad guy. How are they going to... they survived.
I mean, there are some characters that, okay, maybe you might need an origin story.
A new movie.
You know, there's some characters you might need an origin story for them because they're somewhat obscure in the mainstream. But, like, did anybody think Thor needed an origin movie?
No.
I mean, didn't we all already know about Thor? I mean...
At the very same time, if I see another Batman movie with a death of the parents scene in it, Enough.
Well, you don't want to see the slow motion pearls falling to the street.
I'm good. I got it. I've seen enough. I know the motivations.
But like we didn't need a Thor movie. We didn't need an Incredible Hulk movie.
Ant-Man, okay, sure. Guardians, yeah, sure.
I mean, Iron Man. I wasn't familiar with him before they made the movies. I wasn't a comic book guy, but nobody needs another Superman or Batman. Like they've done that shit to death. But
the Iron Man that I knew of was a Black Sabbath song.
Yeah, exactly. Number 76.
That they waited way too long to use.
Number 76, Coco, the 2017 animated movie. Really?
I'm calling bullshit because of number 81.
Aspiring musician Miguel, confronted with his family's ancestral ban on music, enters the land of the dead to find his great-great-grandfather, a legendary singer. Now, I've heard it's a good movie, but I mean, are we really going to say that? Like, Toy Story still made the list, Shio.
That's it. I'm calling bullshit on Coco being 76, but number 81 is down there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. Number 77, American Beauty.
No.
I mean, that's one of those movies, like, that's one of the few movies that you'll never see them remake, thankfully.
I mean, I've always loved the movie poster.
But I mean, who doesn't want to see a dude going through a midlife crisis, smoking a bunch of weed, working out, and trying to bang a high schooler, right?
I mean, if you give it 5 years, I could see it being made only just to push the edgy.
Well, I mean, if anything, if they remake it, they'll like gender swap it, so like it's
Is it any irony that it was casted as Kevin Spacey?
I mean, she didn't have the right dangly bits for it to be Kevin Spacey. But other than that, spot on. Number 78, Braveheart.
Hey, Costin. Hey, my boy.
Yeah. I saw him in that.
Cyanate's mood. My son's in chat.
Completely historically inaccurate, but still a damn good movie, Braveheart.
Top 250, though?
I would take out... I mean, we're at 78 so far. I would take out a bunch of these other movies, and Braveheart would be further up the list. I'm sure that I could think of other movies to add in that maybe we haven't got to yet. But number 79 is Three Idiots from 2009. What the fuck?
That's going to take some research.
I'm thinking this is Bollywood.
It is.
2009? Yeah.
Two friends are searching for their long-lost companion. They revisit their college days and recall the memories of their friend who inspired them to think differently, even as the rest of the world called them idiots. Okay. Number 80, Das Boot. That's the first submarine movie we've gotten here. I'm sure Scribe would be just heartbroken to know that The Hunt for Red October hasn't been listed yet. The Wolfgang Peterson. Number 81, we finally get to Toy Story.
For that matter, Hunt for Red October is not in the top 250.
Hey, Mr. No and Telek.
Number 82 is
See ya, kid.
Capernaum? It's a foreign movie from 2018. I'm not even going to look at the description. 83 is High and Low from 1963. That is another Japanese movie. An executive of a shoe company becomes a victim of extortion when his chauffeur's son is kidnapped and held for ransom.
That Capernaum.
Mm-hmm.
While serving a 5-year sentence for a violent crime, a 12-year-old boy sues his parents for neglect.
Oh, I bet it's a laugh a minute, isn't it?
Sounds like it.
From Lebanon.
Number 84, Rock Me Amadeus.
Is that the slightly animated / not between him and what's his name?
Yeah. The life, success, and troubles of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, as told by Antonio Salieri,
Salieri, yeah.
the contemporaneous composer who was insanely jealous of Mozart's talent and claimed to have murdered him. Stars F. Murray Abraham, Tom Hulse, Elizabeth Barrage. Amadeus.
For whatever reason, my one of my grandmothers had this movie on VHS at her house, and between the time that I watched it first, the 3 years that I spent in Japan, and I came back and watched it again unknowingly, my cousin comes up to me, "Why are you watching this again?" Like, look, bitch, there's only like 3 VHS tapes here, and one of them has all commercials.
Number 85, Inglourious Bastards.
Never saw it.
Don't bother.
Okay, movie. Of all the movies I've seen, that is certainly a movie.
The only reason why that movie got made in the first place is because Tarantino got Brad Pitt high enough to say yes. Literally the only reason. Number 86, Return of the Jedi.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I always like the Ewoks. Sure, it would have been better if they were Chewbacca's species, but...
Now, I got a question, guys. Because they've got the original trilogy, all 3 movies in the top 100 here. Which one was you guys' favorite of the original 3?
Say the first one.
So Johnny's going with A New Hope. Okay.
Just because I was introduced to him at a younger age, I liked Jedi at the time, but personally, I think the first one's better.
Okay, so I'm the only one going Empire here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
looks
cool.
like.
I've got nothing bad to say about A New Hope or Return of the Jedi. I like both of them as well, but I don't know, something about the bad guys, man. You know, Darth Vader.
Tauntaun scene. Enough said.
Number 87, Like Stars on Earth. This is another foreign movie from, I'm guessing, more Bollywood. An 8-year-old boy is taught to be a lazy troublemaker until a new art teacher has the patience and compassion to discover the real problem behind his struggles in school.
Yep.
Draw for me on the canvas where your father touched you.
Ooh,
and
he will be erased.
Number 88, Good Will Hunting. I mean, I liked Robin Williams in it.
Yeah.
Apparently, like they were trying to make that into like. I'm trying to remember because I remember him being inside the actor's studio talking about writing with Ben Affleck, and he was trying to make it like a CIA, NSA, like coming after him, trying to like make him work for them or some shit. It was going to be like I don't know, kind of Enemy of the State, Jason Bourne-esque. And whoever he was talking to about it, like, why don't you just stick with this part here? Don't get too crazy. Just this is good enough. Reservoir Dog comes in at number 89. Me and Terry both agree on that one. That's the Tarantino's best movie.
Further up the list.
2001: A Space Odyssey. Really? 2001 is coming in at 90? You people.
Like if we axed most of this list, that would be higher up.
Oh, definitely. 91: Requiem for a Dream.
Crap.
I mean, I suppose you could call that a great movie if you really, really hate life. Number 92, Vertigo.
That was all right.
Number 93, M. That's Fritz Lang from 1931. When the police in a German city are unable to catch a child murderer, other criminals join in the manhunt. Stars Peter Lorre, Ellen Widman, Ingi Landgut. It's German. I don't know.
The Germans.
The Germans. Number 94.
Swedish.
Number 94. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Garbage.
I never watched that one. Like that movie came out when I was well and truly grown out of liking Jim Carrey.
Let me tell you why this movie. Okay, I would replace this with Street Fighter. Like that is how bad. That is how bad this movie is.
That's saying something, Johnny. All right, what was the plot of that one again? When their relationship turns sour, a couple undergoes a medical procedure to have each other erased from their memories. Let me guess, they fall back in love after they forgot about each other.
51st Dates?
Am I right, Johnny?
I don't know. I never
never got to the end?
I checked out 3/4 in. I was at work when I was watching it. I had the sense.
Something tells me, like, they erase each other from their minds. They end up meeting up sometime later, start liking each other, get into a relationship again. Willing to bet you. Never seen it.
I will look that up right now. All right.
Number 95, while Johnny's looking that up, is The Hunt from 2012. It's got Mads Mikkelsen in it. A teacher lives a lonely life, all the while struggling over his son's custody. His life slowly gets better as he finds love and receives good news from his son, but his new luck is about to be brutally shattered by an innocent little lie.
Is this before he came? Yeah, it's
before.
So, yeah, they both have their minds erased, and then they bump into each other, and then they find the tapes that had their memories in it, and they're like, oh, we hate this, and they're like, well, we're going to do it again. So, yeah, you're
Called
right.
Called it! Never watched a single frame, either. This is why people hate watching TV and movies with me. Number 96, Citizen Kane.
It didn't have a cane in it.
But it did have a sled.
Rosebud. Number 97, Dan Gall. That's from 2016. This looks like another foreign film. Yep, Bollywood. Former wrestler, not even going to pronounce that name, and his two wrestler daughters struggle towards glory at the Commonwealth Games in the face of societal oppression. That's a hard pass.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Number 98.
Next movie is much better.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket.
It's almost 2 movies.
Pretty much is, yeah. The first half, I love the first half. The second half, not so much.
You know, two things. One, D'Onofrio kills it in his role,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
quite literally. And
Spoiler alert.
Dude,
And
from
I
1987, if they don't know by now.
actually got to briefly meet Arlie Ermey at a car show of all places before he blew up for his mail call show.
I got a picture with D'Onofrio at the comic book convention before the Rona hit.
And he
wish
spent at least 30 minutes leaving voicemails to. Somebody I was in the military at the time, and Marines as well. Leaving voicemail messages for people.
Wait, you were in the military, Chico?
No, my dad.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he was leaving custom voicemail messages in character for a bunch of his buddies. And much like Ozzy, when he came to town, he delayed his flight, stayed longer just to make sure that everyone online got his signature and his time.
I wish I got to meet the Gunny, dude. He seemed like such a cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Well, I saw a clip of him talking about tattoos, like them changing like standards in the military for tattoos and whatnot.
Right.
And he's like, I've got tattoos. My daughter's got tattoos. What the fuck?
Right.
But yeah, like I thought it was cool also finding out like behind the scenes the whole reason why he got the role of Sergeant Hartman was
he was like an on-scene instructor or something like that.
Yeah, he was a technical advisor, and he went ahead and he submitted a tape of him just slinging insults while people were throwing, I think, tennis balls at him, and he never broke. Like, he just kept just like this, tirade, profanity-laced tirade going while people were like throwing shit at him.
Also, like that, thereafter, he essentially had a whole bunch of voice acting roles, including the Army Man from Toy Story. What were some of the others? Invader Zim, I guess. Family Guy, Kung Fu Pen.
What threw me for a loop was seeing him in those Rob Zombie movies. I'm like, wait a second. That's not right. Number 99 is from 1948. It's called Bicycle Thieves.
All right.
And this is an Italian film. In post-war Italy, a working-class man's bicycle is stolen. He and his son set out to find it.
I mean, it'd be a whole lot easier nowadays to guess who's the suspect.
I bet in 1948 they were still blaming the Moors. Number 100. Okay. I think first of all, I realize this is an aggregate list of whatnot. I've said this I don't know how many times already, but I think there should be like a moratorium on movies. Like, give it at least 10 years before you put them on a list like this. Number 100 is 1917.
And that's the airplane one?
Yeah, no, it's not an airplane. It's World War One. It's
Oh, is that the one where they have the two runners?
British soldiers, Western Front.
April 6, 1917. As a regiment assembles to wage war deep in enemy territory, two soldiers are assigned to race against time and deliver a message that will stop 1,600 men from walking straight into a deadly trap.
Never saw it.
Me neither.
I don't like war movies, though, so.
When done right.
I mean, if I'm going to watch a war movie, I would prefer it be one of, like, an older war. So, I mean, 1917, that'd probably be right up my alley. Like World War I, World War II, stuff like that. Number 21 is The Kid. Oh no, I'm sorry, not 21. 101 is The Kid from 1921.
Yeah, I've seen
No Charlie Chaplin. The tramp cares for an abandoned child, but events put that relationship in jeopardy. 102. Singing in the Rain from 1952.
it. Okay.
103 is North by Northwest.
Another Hitchcock.
Yep. Now, I mean, at least with all the Hitchcock ones, it's like, okay, I can see that. You know, these are older movies from a time when you didn't have nearly as many movies. You know, but all of the Nolan shit, my God, dude. 104 is Clockwork Orange.
I think that would be higher.
I would figure that too. Now, number 105, I do appreciate this being on the list. Snatch.
I like that one.
I do like that one too. Yeah.
I think we all do.
What? What you got that? What you got that pistol for, Tommy? In case the Germans show up.
It's the Germans. Dennis Farina was my favorite part of that entire movie. Evie, shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
5 more minutes, Turkish.
5 minutes? You said that 10 minutes ago.
Number 106, Scarface. Okay, that one definitely needs to go above a ton of these.
All of the Bollywood movies.
A lot of the foreign ones too. Come on, let's be honest here. Scarface has had a way bigger impact on everything compared to, well, I mean, The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. How is that above Scarface? Seriously. 107, Ikaru
You fouled me up.
from 1952. It's a, I'm assuming, Japanese movie. Taxi Driver comes in at 108.
My list to watch after the comparisons to Joker.
Let's see. 1985's Come and See is 109. That's another foreign one, I'm betting. Elam Klimov was the director. Alez Admovich? Yeah, it's Russian. Russians! After finding an old rifle, a young boy joins the Soviet resistance movement against ruthless German forces and experiences the horrors of World War II. Fair enough. Toy Story 3 is 110.
What, no 2?
Not yet, apparently. Lawrence of Arabia comes in at 111. I put that above a bunch of these as well. Amelia from 2001. That's number 112. French movie, I'm guessing. Amelia is an innocent, naive girl in Paris with her own sense of justice. She decides to help those around her, and along the way, discover love.
Lame.
Yeah, and the if that chick on the poster is Amelia, that's creepy looking. The Sting comes in at number 113. Paul Newman, Robert Redford, Robert Shaw. Yeah, definitely put that above Amelia.
Welcome back.
A Separation from 2011. Who's in this? This
Looks like a...
Iranian?
Yep.
Iranian movie? Okay. Metropolis from 1927. It's another Fritz Lang movie. is number 115.
No relation to Superman.
I don't think so. 160 in Cindy's. I think that's another foreign movie. Twins journey to the Middle East to discover their family history and fulfill their mother's last wishes. Number 117, for a few dollars more. You know, I've noticed there's not a lot of westerns in this list.
No.
Not really.
I mean, you had this and what, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
And,
Wait, was it The Good, Bad, and the Ugly?
no.
It was way up the list.
It was one of the Man with No Name movies.
Let me see. How far up was it, though? Because it wasn't, like, super high up the list, but...
Good, the Bad, the Ugly's number 9.
Oh, was it Good, Bad, and
Yeah. Good, Bad, and the Ugly, number 9. She was right.
Okay.
Go back down here. Number 118, The Apartment from 1960. That's a Billy Wilder, Jack Lemmon, and Shirley MacLaine movie.
Now, I assume, based on name and age, he's related to Gene. Billy Wilder.
Billy Wilder. He was the director and writer. He was born in Austria-Hungary. Not Poland. So I'm guessing not related to Gene. Double Indemnity from 1944 is 119. I have heard the name. Oh, it got Edward G. Robinson in it, Barbara Stanwyck, Fred McMurray. Okay. An insurance representative lets himself be talked by a seductive housewife into a murder insurance fraud scheme that arouses the suspicion of an insurance investigator. Number 120, To Kill a Mockingbird. That should be way higher up the list. That was actually a good movie. I liked it. Loved Gregory Peck as Atticus Finch.
Living in Alabama through a good chunk of my elementary ages, pretty sure I watched this in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade.
Oh, so pretty much whenever you had like a substitute teacher?
Yeah, pretty much.
See, like in my school, I don't know why I've never been anywhere near like East LA, but apparently when I was growing up, the thing to watch with a substitute was Stand and Deliver. So like every year you'd see Edward James Olmos and Lou Diamond Phillips at least twice a year.
Ours was Young Guns.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least in high school.
Now, wasn't he?
Gregory
Peck. Wasn't he also in? Not The Exorcist, but The Omen, maybe.
The Omen? I don't think so.
Who?
Gregory Peck.
Yeah. Oh, he was. He was Robert Thorne, 1976. The Omen.
Sure, shit. Yeah. The name stands out. I couldn't. I swore it was The Exorcist, but I remembered there was a much older, more classical actor that appeared in one of the films.
Yeah. But yeah, for me, he's always going to be Atticus Finch.
Sure.
121. Up.
I mean, it's standard Pixar fare.
Yeah, but I mean, of all the ones they've got on the list, we've listed off a bunch of other animated movies that would probably be better suited.
I mean, they haven't even gotten to the Mighty Ducks.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is 122.
Higher up.
Definitely higher up. Heat is 123. Definitely higher up.
I've watched half of that movie because it was so long.
It is a long ass movie, but I mean, I enjoy Michael Mann as a director. And you got De Niro, you got Pacino, you got Val Kilmer, Danny Trejo. I mean, John Voight, Tom Sizemore before he got all on the meth.
Natalie Portman.
Oh fuck! I forgot she was in that. Ted Levine. Ted Levine is in it. Dennis Haysbert, William Finchner. I mean, Wes Studi.
Representation. Finally.
Yeah, we got representation, Johnny. Oh shit. I can never remember how to pronounce his first name, but Bubba from Con Air. And Justified. He's in it. Ashley Judd is in this movie. Goddamn, I forgot how many people were in here. Tom Noonan? I forgot Tom Noonan was in that.
Well, to be honest,
when I think of Tom Noonan, I usually only think of like The Last Action Hero.
Not RoboCop?
No, I always think of Last Action Hero. That's the first thing I saw Tom Noonan in. He was one of the movie villain bad guys.
Ah, ha, ha. Tone Loc.
Wait, Tone Loc was in Heat?
Tone Loc was in Heat.
As himself.
Wow, I really need to go back and watch this movie again.
He was Richard Terena.
It's been so long since I've seen that. I forgot Tone Loc was in there. L.A. Confidential at 124.
That was a good one.
It was a good one. Yeah, solid movie. Die Hard is 125.
Higher.
Definitely higher. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, 126. Higher.
To understand it.
Well, I mean, you know,
it helps.
Doesn't hurt. Green Book is 127. Really? It's 2 years old.
They really need to have a 5 to 10 year
yeah, I said,
moratorium.
Like, definitely. I would say 10. It drives me crazy listening to like classic rock on the local radio station because every now and then,
it's Inverted Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah, it's Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali. He's Viggo Mortensen is driving him through the South while his character is he's a musician playing. You know, Green Book is supposed to be like that's like the traveler's guide for Negroes driving or going in the South and where you can go and where you can stay safely. 128, Rashomon from 1950.
Rashomon is Macbeth.
In Japanese.
Yep.
You say so.
Actually, I know it is because it's pretty much because they were doing a when I worked at one of the group homes they had a what the hell's his name, Toshiro Mifune birthday thing for him, and they played Yojimbo, Rashomon, and something else. And
well, it's funny you mention Yojimbo because that's number 129.
That should be way higher than. Yeah, it should be next to Die Hard. We'll put it next to Die Hard.
And we come back to the Nolan verse with Batman Begins at 130.
Yeah, I can see that being there.
Top 250 though, really? Batman Begins. I mean, another Batman origin story. 131 is Downfall. I'm assuming this is another foreign film. The final secretary for Adolf Hitler tells the Nazi dictator's final days in his Berlin bunker at the end of World War II. Yeah, German movie. So.
German movie, yeah.
1997's Children of Heaven is at 132. That is a Middle Eastern flick. Unforgiven is at 133. That should be so much higher in this fucking list. How you guys gonna do Clint Eastwood dirty like this, huh?
So apparently for Downfall,
King
the
Lear.
opening
I was wrong. It's King Lear.
the opening scene of the movie has the actual secretary's voice that was pre-recorded a few years prior, relaying the story.
I mean, they're just doing Eastwood dirty on this list. 1985's Ran. That's I'm guessing Japanese.
Can't say I've heard of that one.
Yep. In medieval Japan, an elderly warlord retires, handing over his empire to his 3 sons.
Kurosawa.
However, he vastly underestimates how the newfound power will corrupt them and cause them to turn on each other and him. Yes, that is a Kurosawa film. 135. Some Like It Hot.
Do they though?
That's another Billy Wilder directed movie. It's the first Marilyn Monroe movie in this list.
Jack Lemmon.
Yep. Tony Curtis too.
Love the grumpy old man movies.
I would put them on this list above a bunch of other stuff.
Sure.
And Walter Matthau, definitely.
Especially Burgess Meredith.
Right.
That man was a great actor until his dying breath.
Even in The Penguin, as the Penguin.
Yes.
No, there was finally time. Number 136, Howl's Moving Castle from 2004. That's another Japanese flick. I'm just trying to find out. It's animated. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, that was a Gary Oldman one.
Christian Bale too.
What are they doing? Like voiceovers?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Howl as well.
Okay, gotcha. I see him down here now.
Lauren Bacall.
Emily Mortimer as well. Blythe Danner, really? Wow.
Special Dean Totoro.
Did you guys know that Blythe Danner was Gwyneth Paltrow's mom?
Didn't know.
No.
Do you think maybe that might explain some of that goop bullshit that she does and whatnot? Just, Hollywood rots your brain the longer you stay there, and she was born into it?
Smell my pussy candle.
They smell her daughters.
Yeah, but Richo, I don't think this is necessarily them tarring Eastwood. I think, like I said, this is just an aggregated list of people's ratings for individual movies. So they're looking at what are the highest rated movies on the site. And I just think that a bunch of people have shit taste in movies, so they don't have more Eastwood, and they've got, a lot of this other stuff. Let's see. Number 137 is All About Eve from 1950.
Betty Davis.
Betty Davis, Ann Baxter, George Sanders. A seemingly timid but secretly ruthless ingenue insinuates herself into the lives of an aging Broadway star and her circle of theater friends. That might be worth a look. 138, A Beautiful Mind, starring Russell Crowe, directed by Ron Howard.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd put it in the top 250, but considering all the other shit people have put in here, it could stand to be higher.
That movie was on demand for a 17-hour flight back from Japan.
Hey, Gabby.
Hey, Gabbers.
139 is Casino, so that's another Scorsese. Yep.
Which is the mafia comedy movie?
Mafia.
With,
you talking about the one with Lloyd Bridges and Jay Moore?
And Dom DeLuise.
Right.
Yeah, it was Mafia.
Dude with the watermelon in his mouth.
Yeah.
Lloyd Bridges, yeah.
Oh God, I miss Lloyd Bridges. Such good comedy. Number 140 is The Great Escape from 1963.
I haven't. I watched part of it. I heard it was really good.
Oh, come on, man. It's Steve McQueen. And got some Oklahoma representation in there, too, with James Gardner.
You're gonna get crickets for me on that one.
Well, he played the old man version of Ryan Gosling in The Notebook, if that tells you anything. He's a big time OU fan. He goes to like all the home games.
It just shows that Ryan Gosling will age terribly.
He's known for The Rockford Files, The Notebook, The Great Escape, Space Cowboys. Also an Eastwood film with Tommy Lee Jones and Donald Sutherland.
Was that Morgan Freeman too?
Space Cowboys? No, I don't think so. I wanted to say Scott Glenn, but that's The Right Stuff, not Space Cowboys. Let's see. Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, James Gardner, James Cromwell, Marcia Gay Harden, William Devane, Lauren Dean, Courtney B. Vance, Barbara Babcock, Raids.
That Russian guy you always know from every movie who's a gangster.
Yeah, exactly. Blair, Jay Leno. Well, he's playing Jay
Boris
Leno,
the Blade, if you want to go with that route.
Or, since we have so many fucking Christopher Nolan movies, he is the homeless guy that Bruce Wayne gave his coat to in Batman Begins.
He's the guy who say, "Hey, it's that guy."
Yeah. Let's see. 141, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Lame.
I mean, it doesn't quite reach the 10-year moratorium, but, at least it's not like something that was made 2 years ago. Have either of you guys watched Pan's Labyrinth?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
See, I'm not a big Del Toro guy. Like, I liked Hellboy enough, but I would see clips of Pan's Labyrinth, and I was like, that doesn't look like fun.
Lonesome Dove was a miniseries.
Okay, Terry, he's also saying Pan's Labyrinth was great. Gabby, she like, okay, I'll see about checking it out then.
No, I liked it. It was pretty
Well,
good.
that's 3-1 so far between chat and people on stream saying that they liked it as opposed to not. 2009, The Secret in Their Eyes is 141. That's a Spanish movie, if I'm not mistaken. And I say Spanish as in like the language, not necessarily the country of origin. Retired legal counselor writes a novel hoping to find closure for one of his past unresolved homicide cases and for his unreciprocated love with his superior, both of which still haunt him decades later. Not seeing anybody I recognize. So, pass. 144, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Oh, there's the prequel to Snatch.
So we got, 2 Guy Ritchie movies so far?
Yep.
I mean, I'll pretty much watch anything with Vinnie Jones. I've never gotten around to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels yet, but that's one that's like, yeah, if I got the time, I'll sit down and watch it.
Lock, Stock wasn't as good as Snatch.
Not as, okay. But, I mean, it's still got Vinnie Jones in it, so I'll give it a look.
Yes.
Number 145 has got Acting Actor Man, There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Gotcha.
Never watched it.
The only line that I took is the one I use when I play with my son in Among Us.
That
Is that when you're busy killing us?
Yes. They got my boy. Look what they did to my boy.
Ash.
Oh, see, I thought you were just doing a bad what was that? Godfather? Look how they massacred my boy.
Oh no, I was doing an awful Daniel Day-Lewis, not an awful what the hell's his name?
146. My neighbor Totoro.
Totoro.
Okay, pardon me.
Another animated Studio
Japanese.
Ghibli.
Wasn't bad.
1988. Well, at this point, I'm willing to, as long as it's like from before, like say, I don't know, before 2015. If it's from before 2015, I'm probably going to be willing to give it a look. So 1988, I'd probably look into it.
Give it a chance just for the cat bus.
Everyone knows the cat bus.
Raging Bull is 147.
Never saw it.
That
Is
I'll
that
give
attempt at getting Rocky, but not Rocky.
that's De Niro playing Jake LaMotta.
Gotcha.
So I will give that one. That should be higher on the list because De Niro goes through kind of like Christian Bale when he was doing like
The Machinist.
yeah, but like in reverse though. So it'd be more like him doing like was it American Hustle? You know, he gained a bunch of weight over the course of making that movie to play LaMotta in his older years.
So, like from The Machinist to Batman Begins, then.
No. We're talking like from Batman Begins to American Hustle. He's getting fat at the end of the movie.
Gotcha.
And he straight up, you know, he did that in 1980 when they didn't have all that diet bullshit. It's just eat as much as you fucking can.
Apparently, he actually broke Pesci's rib in a sparring scene.
Wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
Shot appears in the film. De Niro hits Pesci in the side. Pesci groans, and there's a quick cut to another angle.
I mean, didn't like Dolph Lundgren? He hit Stallone so hard
That what?
I can't remember if he actually ended up putting him in the hospital as well or not. But like he realized like, okay, probably shouldn't be fucking around like this while we're making this movie.
Well, they're like, yeah, we could do this. It'll be fine. And then they started actually hitting each other, and he's like, yeah, let's pull it back a bit.
And apparently Stallone did not warn Michael B. Jordan about that. He didn't pull him aside and tell him that story from filming Rocky IV. Because in Creed 2, Michael B. Jordan he got dropped by that boxer dude that was playing Drago's son.
Yeah, we could do that. No, we can't.
Yeah, and the best part was like the guy playing Drago's son. He's actually a boxer. So, like, why would you think that you could go ahead and take one of those shots, huh? Let's see, 148 is a Judgment at Nuremberg. I've not ever heard of this one. Let's see, it's a Stanley Kramer directed, written by Abby Mann.
William Shatner.
It's got Spencer Tracy, Burt Lancaster, Richard Widmark.
Marlene Dietrich, Judy Garland, Montgomery Clift.
In 1948, an American court in occupied Germany tries 4 Nazis judged for war crimes.
Huh.
Oh, you weren't joking. Shatner is in that. Okay. Captain Harrison Byers.
Star-studded cast. Shit.
I might have to see if I can find that one.
Apparently, Brando tried to get a role in the movie.
Oh, back when he was actually trying to be an actor?
Wanted to play the role of Hans Rolf, the German lawyer who defends the German judges. In a rare attempt to garner the part, actually approached director Stanley Kramer about it.
Can you imagine Brando trying to do a German accent, though? God, how atrocious would that be?
mean, it's in Detroit. I don't
Let's see. 49. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. It's from 1948. That's written and directed by John Huston. It's got Humphrey Bogart, Walter Huston, Tim Holt, Bruce Bennett, Barton McLean. Two Americans searching for work in Mexico convince an old prospector to help them mine for gold in the Sierra Madre Mountains. I'm going to go ahead and pass, Bogey. Oh, got another Hitchcock here. Anybody, any guesses? Shio? You can't guess. I know you've been looking at the list.
I have not been. Vertigo?
No, that's already listed.
Oh, I must have meant that one then.
1954.
They try to make a thing with this one in Family Guy. Like the first season, they were trying to copy it with the titles and whatnot.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Dial M for Murder. 1954. A former tennis player tries to arrange his wife's murder after learning of her affair. He probably should have just called the golf pro over from Shawshank.
Hey, Dela.
Let's see. 151. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. That's from 2017. It's got Frances McDormand and Woody Harrelson in it.
Oh, yeah.
Never saw it.
I know that made a big deal about this movie. I know it had something to do with a girl getting murdered, and so the lady...
A mother personally challenges the local authorities to solve her daughter's murder when they fail to catch the culprit. See, Frances McDormand, Caleb Landry Jones. Why does that name sound familiar? Oof. Oh, he was Banshee in X-Men First Class. Okay. That dude has a very unfortunate face. Kind of like Frances McDormand. 1925's The Gold Rush. That's another Charlie. God damn, Charlie Chaplin and Christopher Nolan are dominating this list. Oh, here we go. Another Polanski film. 1974's Chinatown.
Higher.
My sister, my mother, my sister, my mother.
Higher on the list.
Yep. 154. Here's another Scorsese.
Hey, Delazed.
Any guesses what number 154 is? It's a Scorsese film.
Let's see. I got nothing.
Shutter Island.
I was gonna say nothing that I could have. I wouldn't have never got that one.
I'm gonna downvote this one immediately because it's got Ruffalo in it. Della says he likes Humphrey Bogart movies. That's cool. I don't know, man. That Sierra Madre one just doesn't sound all that appealing to me, though. Let's see. 2005's My Father and My Son is 155. That's, I'm gonna say, Turkish. Yep, Turkish. 156 is No Country for Old Men. I never watched it. Either you guys?
Not the whole thing. But
Chat?
I've heard enough of it to know that it's supposedly a good movie.
Yeah, I've heard people say it's like, oh yeah, it's a good movie. It's like, You think I should watch it? Yeah, Terry's never seen. I honestly, I'm surprised when you say that you actually have seen something, Terry. So I kind of assumed. Yeah, Richo's never watched it start to finish. V for Vendetta is 157. I did see it. I liked it. Hugo Weaving was pretty damn awesome in that movie. Let's see, 158. I'm assuming this is going to be another Japanese movie. So, Anand? No, not Japanese. That's Indian?
Yep. 1971.
Uh, 159. The Seventh Seal. That is Ingmar Bergman with Max von Sydow. A man seeks answers about life, death, and the existence of God as he plays chess against the Grim Reaper during the Black Plague.
Seems like a awfully artsy movie.
It's 1957. I would actually put this one higher on the list because, I mean, compare The Seventh Seal to some of these other movies. The Seventh Seal's actually been referenced in other movies. I mean, sure, it's Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, but still it was referenced in other movies. Number 160 is Inside Out.
Lower.
Definitely lower, yes.
It's garbage.
Number 161 is The Elephant Man. Directed by David Lynch. It stars Anthony Hopkins, John Hurt, and Anne Bancroft. And it was produced by Mel Brooks. So I would put that one higher on the list as well. Number 162 is Warrior. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie or not, but it stars Tom Hardy, Nick Nolte, and Joel Edgerton. It was written and directed by Gavin O'Connor. The youngest son of an alcoholic former boxer returns home, where he's trained by his father for a competition in a mixed martial arts tournament, a path that puts the fighter on a collision course with his estranged older brother. First of all, they got that wrong. He's not a former boxer. It's a wrestler. He had trained his son, Tom Hardy, to be an undefeated wrestler.
No, if this is what I'm thinking of, then no.
Now, I will say the performances that Hardy and Edgerton and Nolte give are really good, but the premise sucks. Because, also it stars Brian Callen playing Joe Rogan. Pretty much. The whole premise is Joel Edgerton, spoiler alert, folks, because you're probably not going to watch this movie. Joel Edgerton is the older brother, and he is a teacher. He's a school teacher. And him and his family are about to lose their house because of financial troubles. So he goes back to fighting. He had been a fighter before settling down and being a teacher.
Yeah.
And he's trying to make some extra money to save his family's home. His younger brother is played by Tom Hardy, who has gone AWOL from the Marines. Became disillusioned with fighting the war and everything after his best friend died. And they end up both get entered into this 2-day mixed martial arts tournament. Now, here's the problem with having a 2-day tournament. after you've been getting the shit kicked out of you for a day, bruises and swelling and all kinds of other good shit starts appearing after you wait, while you're sleeping in the night and waking up the next day. So by the time you get to day 2 of the tournament, you're already fucked. If they had made it like a one tournament, it would have been better because you had the old UFCs used to do that stuff.
Stepped away for a sec. Which one are we up to?
162 Warrior from 2011. Tom Hardy, Nick Nolte. It was an okay movie. The premise was bad.
I absolutely hate 160 Inside Out.
Yeah, we all agree that should be on the list at all.
As a Minnesota boy living out of state, fuck that movie.
Number 163, The Thing from 1982. John Carpenter, Kurt Russell, Wilford Brimley. Definitely should be higher, in my opinion.
Cheers, my birthday. Diabetes.
I am going to call it soon.
Okay. See, now we're getting down further on the list. We're actually getting some good movies. The Sixth Sense, that's one you watch it once. Again, that's like a Usual Suspects for the list. You only need to watch it once to get it. Trainspotting 165. I've never actually watched that one.
It was. I watched part of it. It was pretty fucking intense.
Jurassic Park comes in at 166. That should definitely be higher on the list.
Yeah.
1993 with the animatronics they had. Come on.
Remember seeing that one as a child in theaters.
167, The Truman Show.
Lower.
168, Gone with the Wind.
Lower.
169, Finding Nemo.
Why?
I don't know, man. They rated it an 8.1. Number 170 is Wild Strawberries. That's another Ingmar Bergman film. It's from 1957 as well. 171, Blade Runner. That should be higher.
Sure.
Another Russian movie is Andrei Tarkovsky. It's a Stalker from 1979. Never saw it. Kill Bill Volume 1 at 173. Lower.
Yeah, I liked it, but it was lower.
Memories of Murder, 2003. That's Korean, if I'm not mistaken. Bong Joon-ho directed it. Song Kang-ho, Kim Sang-kyung. I'm guessing Korean. The Bridge on the River Kwai from 1957. David Lean directed, starring William Holden and Alec Guinness. Never heard of it.
I think it's a war movie.
Speaking of Korea.
Oh, it's a Korean War movie? Okay. Fargo is at 176.
Solid movie. Fargo isn't in Minnesota, though, so maybe they should have stuck with Bemidji as the film's title.
I have not seen it.
2015's Room. That's the one Brie Larson won an Academy Award for.
I heard good things. I just never watched it.
I have no interest in it. House, 2019.
House?
Klaus.
Wow.
Like Santa Claus.
Yeah, Klaus.
Gotcha.
Jason Schwartzman and J.K. Simmons in it. 1949's The Third Man comes in at 179. Gran Torino comes in at 180. That should definitely be higher. That's a
Racism aside, solid movie.
Including the racism, it's a higher.
Gook, Zipperhead.
I love the scene where he takes the kid into the barber shop, and they're just sitting there talking shit back and forth. He's like, "Now you go out and you try it." And he comes in talking shit, and the dude just pulls a shotgun on him right there. God, that was a damn good movie.
I'm gonna ask real quick. Has anyone seen Big Sky?
Big Sky. I can't.
The TV show that just started a couple weeks ago.
Is that the one that got Ryan Phillippe or whatever?
Yeah.
I've seen advertisements for it. I've not sat down and watched it.
He is in one episode, and he is killed off halfway through.
I can just avoid it. I mean, he did a pretty good job playing
Hold on.
Swagger shooter.
Spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen it. No, it was it's garbage.
It didn't really catch my attention.
As someone who grew up where most of this stuff is supposed to be filmed, this is by far the most offensive thing I've ever seen. Yeah, this is Missoula. This is not fucking Missoula. That is a soundstage in California. You butthole. Like there's. Anyway,
I'm gonna try to run through the. Trying to get us to 200 before we call it, and we'll go ahead and cut the last 50. Tokyo Story from 1953. That's obviously a Japanese one, so I've never seen it. On the Waterfront, 1954. That's a Marlon Brando movie. Is 182. Wild Tales from 2014 is 183. That's I guess Spanish film, or maybe Italian. I can't tell. The Deer Hunter comes in at 184.
Should be higher.
Should be higher. Autumn Sonata from 1978 is 185. That's another Ingmar Bergman. Oh, he starred in it too with Liv Ullmann. In the Name of the Father, 1993, directed by Jim Sheridan, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Pete
Postlewicz.
I can't. Yeah, that guy. I can only remember him from The Town, playing the bookie. Mary and Max is 187. That's a Toni Collette and Philip Seymour Hoffman movie, 2009. Gone Girl made 188. I mean, if that's not a movie that makes you want to go MGTOW, I don't know what will. 189, The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
Never watched. I only watched like a couple of Wes Anderson movies, and that was not one of them. 1995, Before Sunrise, Richard Linklater directed, Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy. I can't say I recall that one. Hacksaw Ridge, Mel Gibson directed. Andrew Garfield and Sam Worthington starred in it.
Solid film, doesn't deserve to be this high. And it's a war movie about the conquests on Okinawa. It's the place that actually lived in Japan. I mean, war movie.
Catch Me If You Can, 192. I would put this one higher up compared to all the other shit they've got on here.
Yeah.
That was a solid movie. I especially loved the joke that Tom Hanks tells in his FBI character.
Is that the check forger?
Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio plays. Was it Frank? What's his last name? Abagnale. Yeah, Frank Abagnale Jr. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's based in Tulsa now with his security business. But yeah, Johnny, would you like to hear the joke?
Sure.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Go fuck yourself.
Nice.
Well, the whole joke was that like he had no sense of humor, and so like, oh, would you like to hear a joke? Yeah, I'd love to hear a joke. What do you got? I can't even pronounce number 193. And had it's from 2018. It's Anne had Hun. That's I'm pronouncing out phonetically here. 2018.
Bollywood.
I was gonna say, I was like, I can't even figure out what language those names are. So, number 194 is Persona from 1966. Another Ingmar Bergman. So we got Bergman, Nolan, and who was the other one?
Scorsese?
Oh, yeah. Bergman, Nolan, Scorsese, and Hitchcock are the most represented here. Big Lebowski, number 195.
Higher, but not much higher.
Overrated.
Generally overrated, but probably needs to be rated higher on this list. Is that what we're going with here, guys?
Yeah.
Yep. 2013's Prisoners, directed by Dennis Villeneuve, starring Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. I never watched that one. But I think I remember like the gist of the plot.
Oh, yeah, this one's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. I think that's part of the reason why I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that one because that just sounded bad. 1924, Sherlock Jr. starring Buster Keaton, directed by Buster Keaton. To Be or Not to Be is 198 from 1942. The General is 199 from 1926. That's another Buster Keaton movie. Number 200, How to Train Your Dragon.
I mean, it was decent, but...
Okay, now, I said we were going to cut off at 200, but I scroll further down. You've got Mr. Smith Goes to Washington at 205. Tell me that is not better than How to Train Your Fucking Dragon. Come on.
Well, and you think with IMDb, 12 Years a Slave would be at like number 10.
I'm surprised it's not number 1. $1 Million Baby.
Society.
If we're going to go with movies that have Jay What's-His-Face in it, $1 Million Baby is better than How to Train Your Dragon.
Platoon.
Network.
Life of Brian.
Stand By Me. Dead Poet Society. Cool Hand Luke. What the fuck, IMDb?
Original.
It sounds like the crime is in the last 50.
Princess Bride. Terminator.
Oh, wait, are you kidding me? Princess Bride's further down the list here?
246.
Sweet baby Jesus.
What's the last one?
Winter's Sleep. Never heard of it. Don't care.
Yeah, you lost me.
The Help was okay. I liked Octavia Spencer's part in that. Yeah, there's a bunch of movies I ain't putting on here instead. Rocky 231. Really? I'm surprised Hotel Rwanda didn't get higher on the list. Monty Python's Life of Brian 222. Come on. But yeah, it's if you don't have an IMDb account, get one and downvote the majority of that list.
Good Lord.
Okay, that's not going to give me a heart attack, Richo. I'm pretty sure it's the cigarettes and the shit diet that'll do that. But yeah, man, that's why you don't always trust the wisdom of the crowd, folks. You just got more dumb
people thought Last of Us was the best game of the year, so
I mean, I didn't play The Last of Us 1. I didn't play The Last of Us 2. I'm not a big video gamer, so I have no opinions on that. I don't ever really trust any industry awards ceremonies to get it right.
It's pretty fair.
So, I mean, that's just a bunch of people who want to, broadcast their industry circle jerk, as far as I'm concerned. But looking at, like these are supposed to be people who are like, oh yeah, I like that movie, I'll rate it this. It's like somehow a lot of you put a bunch of shit movies on a list of highly rated ones, and you should all be ashamed of yourselves.
I mean, most years they just pander. I mean, sure, 1994 was a huge year for film, but I mean, when do they ever get it right normally?
I mean, I won't argue Shawshank being number one. I can watch that movie on repeat.
Sure.
That one has infinite replay value for me. I don't know why. I loved it. I think
putting
it's
it up against Ed Wood, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction. Rough year.
Who directed The Green Mile? Oh yeah, that was another Frank Darabont. Okay, Johnny.
Yep.
If you like Shawshank, it's the same director.
Which one?
Frank Darabont, Green Mile.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with Darabont, at least.
Yeah. So, if you like Shawshank, I would go ahead and recommend Green Mile. I think you'll like that one too.
You should.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
It's got Tom Hanks and David Morse.
John Coffey.
It's got Michael Clark Duncan. Oh shit, what was that other guy's name? I just had it up. I'm gonna pull it back up here. Let's see the cast of characters here. We've got Tom Hanks, David Morse, Bonnie Hunt, Michael Clark Duncan, James Cromwell, Michael Jeter, Graham Greene. We have representation of this one too, Johnny.
Sam Rockwell does a really good job in his role.
Barry Pepper, he's also pretty good. Patricia Clarkson, Harry Dean Stanton,
Jeffrey DeMunn.
Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of like Walking Dead characters in here,
Mm-hmm.
and Shawshank. It's all gonna mix together.
Let's see. Anybody else I'm thinking of that? Oh yeah. Oh, how can I forget Gary Sinise was in this? I mean, I didn't forget he was in it, but I just forgot list them off. Paula Malcolmson's in it.
Oh shit! Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary Sinise, Lieutenant Dan.
Right.
I was seeing that for Mr. No. He kind of he wrote it out and put a question mark. Who directed Dances with Wolves? I don't remember.
Kevin Costner.
Good. Yeah. Yep, he directed it. But yeah, man, if you're ready to call it, we went ahead and ran through that list, and I'm disappointed.
We're leaving angrier than we thought we were gonna.
No. It's like being a parent. I'm not even mad at this point, Johnny. I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed. Yep.
And shame you should be in the corner. Anyway, but yeah, on that, I will. Yeah, thanks, Shio, for coming in.
Sure.
And thank you, Camel, and we will.
Thanks everybody in chat for coming out. I see Cynic there on Base Radio. I didn't catch you guys when you came in. Of course, we got Terry as always. Hanging out in chat. Richo. I didn't. Did Becca leave? I didn't get to see her. Say goodbye.
She's around for a bit.
She might still be in. Maybe.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. Bitch about movies.
Yeah. And we go get some sleep, Richo.
Yeah, man. You sound like you need it. Sound like you've been up a while, dude. Take a nap.
All right.
Later, everybody.
See ya.
Goodbye.